Did you know that there was a prediction that Nigeria will break up in 2015? Actual breakup. That the different nations or different parts that makes up what we know today as Nigeria were going to go their separate ways. Also, it seemed. Now, in 2005, 2005, while Obasanjo was Nigeria's president, there was a prediction purportedly from the United States of America that Nigeria was going to break up in 10 to 15 years' time. During that period, Nigeria had gone, was just new to democracy, the present democracy that we are practicing, having returned to democratic rule in 1999. Then the prediction came out not from the US, but a particular group or a council, they call them a council, that in sub-Saharan Africa, Nigeria was going to disintegrate into different segments or different parts of different parts to become countries. Now, in later years, there were fact checkers who actually looked at the report and said that was not what the council meant. That they did not actually say that Nigeria was going to break up by 2015. But I want you to follow me. Just hold on and watch this video to the end. In 2015, President Muhammadu Buhari came to power. Now, before 2015, or the build up to the election that brought Buhari to power, there were speculations that Jonathan was not going to concede power to Buhari, which may actualize the prediction that Nigeria was going to break up in 2015. But unfortunately for the doomsayers, Jonathan surrendered power to Buhari, while Nigeria was having pockets of insecurity, especially Boko Haram, which festered during Jonathan's era. The coming on board of President Muhammad Buhari emboldened Islamic extremists such as Boko Haram, ISWAP, and later Lakurawa. Now, these people or these extremists engendered other separatist groups in the country, such as IPOB and the Odua people, led by Sunday Igboho. Now, this was because there was that prediction or that particular prediction that Nigeria was going to break up in 2015. Now, the coming on board of Buhari enabled a lot, or the coming on board of APC as a party enabled a lot of extremist groups in the country because the government left them unchecked. Now, we are talking about the likes of Mieti Allah, who controls most of the headers in the country. We're talking about Boko Haram. We're talking about Lakurawa. We're talking about ISWAP, and then later IPOB and the Odua people who are actually quieting down right now. Now, that prediction that Nigeria was going to break up was not a hoax. Was not a hoax. Now, I want you to look, this is 2026. I want you to look at what is going on in Nigeria right now. What is going on in Nigeria right now? Nigeria is being tested to its bricks, to its foundation. Nigeria is being shaken, to its very foundation. The very foundation and fabric of Nigeria is being shaken right now by insecurity are mostly from extremist Muslims. In few days ago, they entered into a Kwara town, Kwara State, and unalived 170 people. Now, there are different reasons, different reports saying the reason for which these people came to kill people en masse. One school of thought said that they had come earlier to ask the community to allow them to come and preach. The community said no, and they went back, armed themselves, allegedly, and returned to that community and began to unalive people. Now, when you look at what is going on around the country, insecurity in parts of the north, which is being exported to other parts of the country. Because each time we see kidnappings, each time we see unalived people, those issues or those incidents are perpetrated or allegedly perpetrated by one group of people. Now, when you see all these things happening after that prediction, do you think Nigeria should still remain as one country? Do you still think that Nigeria? No, I'm not advocating for the breakup of Nigeria. No, no. But a situation where one group of people who actually make up 6% of the population are claiming ownership of the country, are claiming ownership, a group that is a minority in the population, are claiming ownership of the country. Wherever they go, they seek to dominate. And if you don't allow them access or dominance, they open fire. Do you think, seeing all these things, that Nigeria should still remain as one country? Do you think that Nigeria can continue to exist as a country where a small percentage of people seem to be bigger and stronger and more armed than other people? Nigeria is a multi-ethnic country made up of over 250 ethnic groups. But one ethnicity is making life hell and unbearable for over 200 million people. Do you think that this country should continue to still exist as one? I want you to leave your thoughts in the comments and follow for more.